Authorized testimony. Felicitations everyone, and welcome. May I introduce myself, designed as a living lamp entity that once appeared to the producer of this video in the year 1986, and remains still just the same nowadays, niched into chalkstone. Accordingly then, the original materialization thereof consists of an upright 8 to 9 meter tall elastic rubber band-like shiny sheet, which is slightly hourglass-shaped, bulged in the middle, and slender tapered to up and down. With this flat and slightly bulged tubular form, I have revealed myself continually, yet by and large with a creamy contour that appears opaquely, but at other times translucent if not entirely transparent and invisible. I levitate in midair, unaffected by gravity. Of course, not unlike an ethereal, ectoplasmic apparition, rather, I am most often envisioned with complementary comparisons to mercury vapor lamps, indeed glistering from the year 1986, and even so, all the way forward to this present era. Without a shadow of doubt, I was, and I am still identified as the Steel Shield. But since 1993, my multiplied guise turned out to be the Venerata Metropoli, also called Lozira Metrophony, as such. For on this industrial lamp in the video, I have shown my shining and sheer sheen unapologetically, that is, devoid of any religious backup whatsoever to vindicate my apparent self-disclosure. Wherefore, with white and yellow light, my scorch-bright torchlight offers cynosure supremacy over any of the aforementioned marvels made makeshift by my video producer and author. Henceforth, may my manifestation at times take precedence over current events and trends of pop culture, mediocrity, soap opera, gossip, and hearsay so rampant across today's media platforms and venues. In brief, may my companion's poetry resonate loudly, as follows at night. Are you feeling dark damp as in a pit? Ignite our new revealing arc lamp in violet. Moreover, may the Venerata Metropoli shimmer her showcase extravaganza, as if it were a beauty pageant of intergalactic superstars and quasars, quite brazenly bright, blindingly and blisteringly bloated and swollen up with only harsh glare represented by an Hg, periodic table of elements designation for Mercury. Thereby, the gargantuan megalotubulopolis outshines all of the aforesaid exemplars in self-explanatory glory. Although shortened to the Gloriopolis or Luciopolis Supercity Multiplex metropolitan area, the monumental megalotubulopolis still stands. The year 1993 midway, and evolved up into the first quarter of the 21st century, portrays the completion of what this author's new tome is all about, namely, the Immaculatorium, a perfectly sterile wall womb of the ballroom, where there lay lustrous linoleum lighted by overhung warehouse high bay torches of inverted nipple and dimple blankness, blindingly effulgent and resurrected. Thus the resurrected effulgent, plus everyone, deciphered to 9830164275-248119993. And each of them with nomenclature and designation that vary as arc tube lamp nature may differ, and varieties are as voluminous as stars and quasars of the universe. With white and yellow light, with gargantuan gold consequently contoured, the energetic argyles of tiles have attired the architecture of luminous flux. The candle power of which and the luminosity, the Rolodex of a color rendering index, CRI, and lumens per watt, LPW, altogether contribute to the scientific research of the electromagnetic spectrum of resonance frequency. Hitherto, the Immaculatorium, wall womb of the ballroom, stays prominent, precedent, and priority prima facie self-evident, whose hallowed hallways of the ubique labyrinthulux, light everywhere in the maze, in Latin represent the enclosed corridor and highway network and matrix of utterly vast contiguity. By contrast, that of intramural instantaneity, unlike anything conceivable upon terra firma. An unimaginable intersection of four-dimensional perpendicularity whence worlds are created ex nihilo, whence whole multiverses unfold out of interminable singularities and timeless and spaceless pinpoints of the forbidden zone. Wherefore, with my resplendent thunderbolt of a causal quasar in vitro via glass jar, I am the shining. Except antithetic to Stanley Kubrick's motion picture masterpiece aptly entitled, So Be It. Behold, the living lamp entity entirely divulged as were the cloven tongues of fire aflame in the days of ancient Pentecost. Ablaze as the effulgent fulgura, guardian of lightning and thunder. The lovely Lozira, bodily beautiful and vertical voiced, all holy. This is the up-to-date ever cream agleam, christened as the palindromic Kremek for our Lamplight session. No more, nor less than the prescribed and recommended 400 watts herein displayed by a Teflon-coated arc tube-protected metal vapor lantern lighted with immediacy, immaculacy, known likewise as immaculacy, and exigency full of contingencies unawares, just in case. From the 1990 prayerful portrayal of the author's visual cortex, the transalteratorium, the Bortium and Cremium hypersphere duo, and the Mercury mirror inception that, with preconceived notion, acuity and acumen, had redeveloped the steel shield, heavenly cooker, and quasar beacon guardianship heretofore, henceforth, and forevermore, may my utterance enunciate. In addition, there were countless photographs and drawing board backings that have been filed into scrapbook scrutiny, a kaleidoscopic collage and memorabilia that, if incinerated or buried 6 feet under, would parallel that which survives on the old Star Trek television series. May my paragon humble herself to none other than the Divine Spirit, the uncreated originator of all our pursuits, as hereby hallowed. The irreplicable receives extraordinary enhancement with paranormal and parapsychological import. May I blare. Hence the living lamp entity, the steel shield of tapered slender sheer sheen and shining, and its refined counterpart of radiant reality, the anciently loveliest Lozira. Yea, let there be light, fiat lux, and glory be, by golly I'll say. Why, we wouldn't be here is the Holy Lady had happened to not intercede for us poor souls. And what of the infallible sprinkling of sacred blood from the heart of Jesus and Mary? I counter. I pray that you are blessed and confirmed, let alone upbraided by my luminous Lozira metrophony, epiphany and appearance of the divine city. I unify the Venerata metropoli, the Lozira of lovely luster.